I lost the chat thing, so I don't know if it's working or not. Bloody hell. Still trying to figure this out here. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn my pumping beats up here. Okie dokie. Alright. This drawing is based on the Bradshaw Ranch and something that Hoodoo Tall said in Vegas. Because on the Friday we're talking about all types of weird. Oh, 1 second here. You know, despite this computer being plugged directly into the internet, it's still weird sometimes. Ooh, that was delicious. Okay, there we go. Got it working now. So, anyways, Vegas. Hoodoo Tall was there. He was talking about Bradshaw Ranch. If I remember correctly, it's pretty loud where we're sitting. But nonetheless, he's mentioning that there's dinosaur tracks or something there. Blue is a little bit dark. I really saturated with black the other day. That's alright. Takes a couple swishes to clean that out. So I just, of course, in my mind, the first thing I thought was, well, it's probably be pretty comical to be standing there and be like, hey, here's some dinosaur tracks. And then meanwhile, the dinosaur's standing right behind him with his friend in his mouth. So that's what I came up with. And I'm only going to go as far until relatively close to Space Time Radio time. Then I'm going to go and listen to Space Time Radio. So, I've said it a million times, but easiest thing I usually do is just splatter on the background blues and all the big pieces first, and then we can do the small pieces afterwards. I've only really got like 6 different brushes that I use, mostly because its drawings are often fairly small. Oops. Splatter there. Cat fuzz. More cat fuzz. It's just a never-ending battle. Look at that. Hat trick of cat fuzz. Let's make it a sunny day out. A nice sunny day. Use the magical yellow for the background. Why not? We'll go plug these cartoons in for a second here. Let's run into a problem. Can't tell you what it is, otherwise you know my secrets. That's alright. I can deal with it. Fairly simple. Just switch up a little bit of colors, and then we'll be fine. But nonetheless, Bradshaw Ranch is like one of those weird ranches where weird things happen. It's always in a ranch. It's never like an apartment complex or anything like that. Which could be kind of comical. But if it was an apartment complex and there was portals, people would probably just go right to ghost. Like, it's a ghost because it's an apartment. It's not on some creepy ranch. Like that Stardust Ranch for that guy. I think it's Stardust Ranch for the guy who's like, yeah, kill aliens with a sword. He was on the show one time. Apparently, you gotta, don't kill him with the sword. Then apparently there's like some kind of robotic tether of some sort or like antenna, and they just disappear. So it was actually a long time ago that I read that. Currently reading Toll the Hounds by Stephen Erickson. It's a Valentine book, but anyways, boiling to death in here. Despite what people think, it's not always cold in Canada. Kind of a wimp for the heat, because you can dress for cold because you can always pile layers on, but if you peel off your flesh, it'll probably end up in an unwanted situation. So basically what we're going to do is just color up closer to the sun, and then when we get the sun, we'll just slap a little purple on through the interior of the drawing. That way it'll be daytime kind of getting a little closer to nighttime. Ooh, breeze. Hold on a second. As I'm dying, I gotta open the window so I get breeze going through. There we go. Boy, what did I do with the music? Just the song changing, apparently. Okay, so that looks good enough. Just switch over to the purple. That'll color the interior nicely. I was originally going to give him a purple shirt. Can't do that now. Little purple there. Around the calves. The sky actually looks like the sky in my drawing right now. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple. Actually, it's tasty. It looks like a peach drink of some sort with a little lavender mixed in there. Cream soda lemonade looking, kind of. If that's even a color. It is now, I just invented it. Actually, my inspirations for the way I draw my lizards with the big noses, mostly Land Before Time. It was a fairly decent film. I think there's like 7,000 of them now. Yeah, a little sharp tooth. Scare the hell out of you when you're a kid. Ow. Piece of broken glass. Okay, so sky around there, and then after I have dealt with the sky, then I can switch to the dinosaur, the human, and then the dirt, which is make it a little bit muddy looking. Okay. Should probably get a smaller brush. I'll just start making a mess of everything. I just turn the page a whole bunch so that when I need to get into a detailed spot, if I go this way, then it's going to glob all over that bit there. But if I go like this, I can get nice and close to it without sliming all over the entire drawing itself and making a giant mess. So that's why it spins around all the time. It's just all about the brush placement. Whatever basically makes it easier to color up and speeds it up as well. Whoops, that's all right. Yeah, other than that, had an interesting time drawing a cartoon from start to finish yesterday on the show. It's pretty cool. I'll probably do it again one day. Alright, sky is almost done. Alrighty. Just a little bit of purple goes here, and then we'll be done with that. What time am I looking at here? I might be able to get this done. Super busy at work today, and then I was busy when I got home. Busy going for a nap. Just kind of feel like relaxing after this. Listen to the weirdness on the radio. Alright, actually, get the lettering at the top finished first, because then that's out of the way. I just love this green. They call it a yellow green. I went out of my way and bought like 3 boxes of this stuff just to have the green in it. I don't really use the other colors, to be honest. But they'll always be there. Okay. It's a miracle the cats haven't come and harassed me yet. Usually they're like a dirty shirt. Whoop. Correct the joint. Precious hydration. And once that dries up, hit it with the Super Deluxe Liquid Red. I usually use that one because it's a lot darker than most of the other colors that I have. I don't know. Can't remember the guy's name. I think he just goes by Marini, but he does all his art, his watercolors with like a watercolor brush pen type thing. It's really interesting. Ugh. Okay, on to the dirt. Ha! On to the me. It's not going to be completely dirt. You get little patches of grass in there. Poor friend just get eaten by a dinosaur. It's got to happen. Someone's got to take that bullet, man. Just like I said about getting ripped apart by dog, man. Someone's got to do it. And I don't live near the forest, so it's not going to happen to me. And plus, I gotta be there. Dave is dirty. He probably had a shower today. I gotta be alive so I can document it in cartoon form and be the historian of it all. Besides, how many people can put that on their tombstone? Was killed by Dogman. And everybody's got cameras. But I guess everyone's got cameras. We still can't get a good picture of UFOs, so... Holy crap, that was loud. The audience is now deaf. Alright, here we go. This is almost done. Put a little darker brown afterwards. And then the footprints will be a lot darker. Because they're more recessed into the ground. A super fancy brown. Oh, it's a madhouse, just like that song. It might not be super fancy, but it is a different type of brown. We're going to go with it. These watercolors, you got it. They're liquid, so you have to give them a good shaking first. I need one of those little paint can shaker machines is what I really need. Burnt sienna. Oh. So we can send ships to Mars, but we can't invent a package for the paint that doesn't just splack out all over the place when you open it. I don't even know if splacking out is a word, but I've invented 2 words so far. Okay, there we go. Burnt sienna, apparently. Shouldn't have cut this drawing in half. I got less space to put my little testy colors. Just note it for next time. Alright, let's zip through here. Put all those guys down. Man, the saxophone is an awesome instrument. I'm not musically inclined at all. I have a synthesizer, but that doesn't count. Because I still can't even use it. So I just leave all the music to professionals and draw cartoons. Ooh, a little bit of grass there. Get to that afterwards. Since it's going to be sort of in a dirty, muddy, deserty type place, probably be a little bit darker of a green, just so it pops better. Because you don't even have to actually. Oh. It was like yesterday when I was doing the cartoons. I was thinking, why didn't I use birthday cake for Dave's birthday? Well, it's just easier to sometimes draw different things. There's one cartoon I watched, and the one character was talking about drawing a cake or a pie or something, and the artist was there, and the artist guy goes, "No, make it a pie instead. Pies are easier to draw on." When I was a wee lad, I didn't really get the joke of it, but now that I'm older and I draw a whole bunch of stuff all the time, I kind of understand that some things are easier to draw. Slices, just more visually appealing. I mean, a cake is pretty good on its own, but a slice of pie or a slice of pizza, on top of being a triangle, it it just works a little bit better. Because all I gotta do is fool the eye into seeing something and thinking something, and the brain goes with it. Okay, almost done the dirt. And then after the dirt, I'll probably, I think I'll go with Hoodoo Tall and do him. Get him out of the way. And then his friend. And then a dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is Archaeopteryx, followed closely by Deinonychus, which more closely resembles, I apologize, which more closely resembles the classic velociraptor that everybody always sees in films and junk. Oh, I watched a lot of cheesy dinosaur films, but originally when I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist. But drawing got in the way, and now look at me. Bald, beautiful. Drawing cartoons for a radio show. Okay, this is almost done here. I'm gonna have to probably do a quick little pass on some of this stuff just to make it a little more uniform. But it's okay to get in between the lines because it's all gonna get colored in a different color anyways. Darken that up a bit. Little sproutlings. Okay. Oh, it's just a little bit of color right behind there. we go. I can got that. Oh yeah. It's nice when everything comes together all nice like that. I'll just go like this so it'll make it a little easier. Just smooth it out because it looks a little ratty. But it's also partly because of the paper. Oh, this guy looks so rowdy. When I get paid, I'm going to the store. I'm buying like 15 packages of the paper I like. Ooh. I can smell it. Big thunderstorm coming. Finally get a thunderstorm. Love, are you gonna round up the cats? Okay. Mrs. Fylth is on cat duty. Wandering the neighborhood. Cup of boozy tea in her hand. In her nightgown. Looking for cats. And of course, it's whiskey she's looking for. See some stranger. Do you know where my whiskey is? So we're like, okay, crazy cat lady. Oh yeah. Done. Actually, I'm not satisfied with that yellow. I gotta put a little bit more over there. What do you see, this little guy? There we go. See, I don't want to get too close to the watercolor pens that I got. They could be like wet, and then 2 days later they get a little bit of water on them, and they just like all over the place. They're weird. I like them, but I'm gonna try a different brand the next time I go and get some. Jesus. Wow. Turn and the chair creaked and I just about peed myself. Holy. Scare the crap out of myself. So I don't go to haunted houses. Oh, this guy's looking pretty rowdy. Ooh, big thunderbolt. Sheet lightning. Nice. I might even have to cut this short and go watch the thunderstorm. I like thunderstorms. I wouldn't want to live in like Tornado Alley or anything like that. That's a little too much. I like them, but I don't want to die from them. Oh, it's a beauty. All right. Human coloring. Coloring the human. I shouldn't actually say that. He might not be a human. Gotta make sure I get that exquisite mohawk of his in there too. That's why I made it nice and sharp with a nice loop over on top. How much time we got left? Oh, 29 minutes. Dirty Fylth, cutting it close. When the thunder rolls. Oh, that's for copyrighted. Get shut down now. I've always wanted to have a bar and a restaurant at the same time and just let them go to crap and then have John Taffer and Gordon Ramsay come there and yell at me. That'd be so cool. They'd be like, John Taffer would be like, "This is disgusting. You've got art supplies on the counter. Right beside the booze." I'd be like, "Yep." And we'd serve bologna and mustard sandwiches on white bread cut into triangles. Triangles, man. All over the place. It's happening. Oh, it smells so nice. See, if we had smell-o-vision, you could smell the rain coming in, but you can't, because apparently that's not high on the inventions humans are inventing, so. And where I live, all the thunderstorms come right in off all the like plains and everything. And I'm on the west side of the city, so I get hammered with all the rain first. But usually it's like the east end that floods, and well, it's Beverly, so expect. Fill up those mine shafts and flood the whole place. Okay, let's give me a word. Let's give him a earthy green jacket of some sort. Do I have an earth green? I do. It's Cascade green. So the secret though is with these liquidy watercolors, you just take the lid off and let them dry out, and you can just use them that way. And then all the goop on the inside is still there. That's what I do. You do whatever you want. Cascade green. Who invents these names, I wonder? Like, I deal with like fishing lures and things like that at work, and I was putting an order together, and one of the fishing lures I was picking was called Green Monkey Puke. Oh, it's a lot of rain coming. Yeah, Green Monkey Puke. And there's like Dirty White Boy and Yellow Monkey Puke. I mean, these guys are probably sitting around slugging 8,000 beers, inventing ideas for lure names. How do you get that job? So, sir, why do you want to invent lure names? Well, I just have a passion for it. It's like people that work at a sunglasses shop. Like, why do you want to work at Honest John's Sunglasses? Oh, I just have a passion for sunglasses, sir. But who am I to say what people have passions for? So I'm going to use just a little bit of the, I'm calling it spaced out radio green, so a little of the spaced out radio green for the base, and then I'm going to be Johnny on the spot when it starts raining so it doesn't soak my basement, or my computer right underneath the window. What a great place to put the computer, right under the open window. Actually might not even get any rain. So yeah, put a little base of the spaced out radio green down. Then when it dries, I can go over top of it with just a little bit more soiled darker green, and they'll mix perfectly, and then it'll just look nice. Oh, I don't know what his two favorite colors are, so we'll just go like this. There we go. Alright, top color. And that's how that stuff gets solved. Love, did you leave the door open for whiskey? She's not inside. Talking to nobody. Click. Click. Yeah, the old dice roll. Works for just about cat fuzz. But usually when I do a drawing or a painting or whatever of someone, I ask them what their two favorite colors are. Their first favorite color and then their second favorite color. And that's what I use for their speech balloons. But since I don't really have a way to get a hold of Hoodoo Tall, except for Magical Portal and... oh, that's beautiful. Magical Portals and Smoke Signals, which will take too long. I'm just going to go with these ones. Love it. It's one thing I missed a lot when I lived in Vancouver is there wasn't very many thunderstorms. And the ones that did get were never anything like Alberta ones. But if you go through the mountains, though, you get some pretty vicious ones. Dave's probably no stranger to thunder boomers. Oh, I didn't think we'd get any rain. That's okay. Usually, I used to live with my grandfather's a million years ago, and it'd rain a little bit. His house was sold. You'd rain a little bit in the basement, get all floody, and I'd go down there and clean it up. And so I just unconsciously, every time it rains, I'm always watching it, wondering how much rain is going to go into my basement. But I don't have to worry about that because I've lived there for a million years. Taking a big risk here, Jim. That's alright. It'll look okay. Just do a little bit lighter. Kablam, boom. Thunder of the gods. Just need some black metal guitars playing in the background now. There we go. Actually turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. For colors that are quite similar. You can slobber on them each other. Nice either. There we go, yeah. Smells nice. Okay, let's see here. Mini guys out of the way. Hydration. Ooh, that'll probably be a big one. Sorry to get terribly windy. I apologize. That's okay. We'll all survive. That's the green I want right there. I'm pretty sure by now Whiskey Breath is wimped out and hide under the bed. Okay, on to this guy here. Now with this darker green, make that little tuft of grass pop out a little bit. Tuft of grass. Can't be entirely devoid of foliage. Yes, I do love it. Well, if I was a dedicated person, I'd abandon everything and go sit outside and watch the storm, but if I stop now, I'm going to have to do it later, so there'll always be more thunderstorms. Okay, just about done that. On to the dinosaur after we do some pants. It's not entirely pantsless. Don't want to go into a unforgiving environment with no pants on. Unless you're that Iceman guy. Let's go run a marathon in your shorts in the wintertime. Just like that. Cold doesn't affect me. No, all the rain's just zipping right by my place. That's good. I keep my window open. Damn it. Spoke too soon. Shouldn't be too long. I'm looking at 1:45. 1:45. Oh, bloody hell. 1 second. Oh, we can't have that touching the floor now, can we? What a struggle. Okay. On to the breeches. Jeans. Jeans work good. There we go. Shut the windows and everything. Mrs. Fylth saved the cats from getting soggy. Okay. Blue jeans. Dark buckle. Oh, I want to go stand out in the rain. I would have took a nap today. I'd have been done this already. So, got that. Just got the dinosaur and the footprints left to do. I'm wondering if this weird brown that I found would be good enough. It's actually green. Greenish brown. I wonder what I was painting that time. Just have to do a little mixy here. Holy! My suitcase fell over. Just peed myself again. Oh boy. Great. Better not be haunted. I'll be upset with that. So a little darker than usual. Then I can go over it one more time with a little bit lighter of a color. And then it'll all blend in just proper. A little bit too much black on that one, but that's okay. It's quite alright. Forgot to paint his buddy too. Okay, so finishing up feet or footprints. Well, the first pass on them, and then I do one more pass, just a bit lighter of a color. Blend it in, smooth it out. This little secret on there. But all in all, that's why we watch movies with dinosaurs, really, is to see people get eaten by dinosaurs. And the least amount of love story they could put in them, the better they would be. Okay, let that stuff dry. Hydration. Well, I definitely don't like this song one bit. I don't mind some electronic stuff, but when it's just repeat over and over, just that's going to be a big one. Oh yeah. Ooh. I like the ones that shake the house. Two in a row. Oh, you cheap internet. Why are you being so lazy? Damn metric internet. Okay, do his hair. And then, look at that. Nice. Isn't that nice? Forgot a little bit about the flesh color over there. Ooh, that was pretty close. It's right above my house. Oh, hello, Blob. The Blob has entered the chat room. Coming up. Go ahead. Figure it out. Okay, how about just jump up me when I'm looking and then claw me? Thanks. Come on. Ow. Supervisor Blob has arrived. She's my supervisor. That's probably why there's so much cat fuzz all over the place, Blob. It's almost time to switch over to Spaced Out Radio. Okay, sit down. It's the same thing every night, Blob. Alright. Typical green dinosaur. I'll probably give them orange spikes. I don't know why I give them orange spikes. They're like little pylons. Are you comfy now, Blob? Okay. Gotta make sure the supervisor's happy. It's actually kind of cool because this band I'm listening to, they used to just sing about like military conflicts, things like that. And then it just kind of like went out of nowhere, all of a sudden singing about, they come out like, oh, let's have an album, we'll call it Element 115. Like, okay. Talking about abductions, and right on the cover there's a UFO. They're one of the few bands that have never changed their sound at all, or very little. Their first 2 or 3 albums were kind of had the same flavor, but later on, their albums all sounded they like once they established their sound that I guess that they were looking for. All their albums sounded exactly that had the same sound, but every song was different and it was unique in its own way, which is extremely rare. And then they just out of nowhere called their quits. I think last year. Beautiful Thunder, Blob. But on the plus side, each member has about 10,000 side projects. That's the beauty of electronic music, folks. 10,000 side projects for almost every band. Look at that, was crooked the whole time. Look at that gentle Blob. Hi, Blob. There we go. No, no, no. There we go. Okay. Quick pass through here, but I gotta take my sniper brush. It's time to switch over Spaced Out Radio, Blob. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got 5 minutes left. My art room computer works fine and dandy, yes, Blob. Except when you go to type on it, it just seems to decide when it's going to register the buttons that you type. So, and then my bookings computer which is always right beside me. That one is, oh, you're so dirty, Blob. That one is, it's weird because you scroll up on it or you scroll down and it scrolls the opposite direction, and I just shake my head at it. So it's difficult to go in there and say hi to 50,000 people. Okay, look at that. Almost done. His buddy's going to have blue jeans too. Might as well. He's not going to need him to know where he's going. his shirt too, just so you can tell. Okay, hold on a sec here. I'm gonna switch over. See all the cool cats. It's Based Out Radio. Oh, Blob, you don't need the claw. Plus side, it's done raining, so I can open the window again and not be melting. Bear with me here. One of these days, I'll get this all organized up. It'll be nice and fancy. Ow, Blob. Seriously. Fucking Blob. One second. Oh, somebody's making some curry. Oh. Blob. Prick. Blob's a jerk. Okay. Almost done here, boots. One little secret trick, and then we're done. That's not very gingery ginger beer. Why isn't it working? Oh, this computer, man. Sometimes I don't even know. Unbelievable. This computer and I are going to have to take a step outside. Alright. As promised, secret technique for the footprints. Oh, it smells so nice. Look at that. Rock and or roll, Dave. Classic Dave and his hair samples. We should. Someone's got to get a clipping of Dave's hair and ship it out to like someplace. Like, I think this is Sasquatch hair. Who the hell's Grant Baker? There's one like Grantius Flavius Maximus. There. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Over and across the pond. Apparently I'm a boil and ghoul. Okay. Double Judy's. Okay, this is almost done here, and I'm calling it quits. I'm gonna go listen to the Space Day radio. Plus, I don't really feel like doing it anymore. If anybody's even here, thanks for watching, and have a good night. Whoops. Okay, tschüss.